Welcome to the Lawyer Search Engine Optimization State of the Union address. Well, I guess it's not really State of the Union. So we're talking about the state of lawyer search engine optimization in 2022 and moving forward into 2023. So the big question we're trying to answer today is, does search engine optimization still work as a viable marketing strategy for law firms today? Let's get into it, baby. My name is Dustin Sanchez. You're watching Dustin Sanchez TV. I am a lawyer marketing expert. If you want to find me, just Google Dustin Sanchez Media or Dustin Sanchez Lawyer Marketing, or just visit my website, DustinSanchezTV.com. I talk about law firm marketing strategies there. Just to let you know, I am a licensed attorney in the state of Texas. I no longer practice law. Right about 2013, I started my law firm marketing agency, just helping attorneys with their digital marketing, mainly search engine optimization, Facebook ads, YouTube videos, blogging, what have you. Okay, let me bring into the screen just this visual helper that I made for you guys. We are going to talk about the state. Let me make this screen bigger. We're going to talk about the state of law firm SEO, lawyer search engine optimization. In the year 2022, it is currently early August 2022. So we're talking about 2022 and moving into 2023. What is the deal with lawyer digital marketing? What is the deal with law firm SEO at this time? Let's talk about it. The first thing we have to address are the effects of the shutdown on Google SEO. Let me get some coffee here. We have to talk about how this global scamdemic has affected search engine optimization. As you know, many employers, including Google, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, many employers sent their employees home during the scamdemic, right? At Google, they are just now starting to bring employees back into the office. Human beings are starting to work at Google again, as opposed to just electronic bots. Okay, what does this mean? The primary effect this has had on search engine optimization is that everything happens slower. Okay, whenever you write a new blog article, it takes that blog article 3 to 5 times longer just to get indexed in the search results. Okay. Just a year ago, just a couple years ago, we were able to write blogs, instantly get those indexed. Okay. And why was that important? Well, being an attorney who also is a digital marketing expert, I know high search volume / low competition keywords that I can rank attorneys from and steal clients from their competitors. Okay. Most SEO experts are not actually licensed attorneys, so they can't intune these keywords that nobody else knows about. Whereas I was able to just write blog articles about obscure aspects of the law that I knew consumers were searching for, but that other SEO experts who had not been to law school, had never practiced law, did not know about. And bam, I was able to steal clients from my clients' competitors almost instantly while we were ranking them for their main keyword. That was important because everyone knows if you're trying to rank for something like Houston car accident lawyer, it doesn't happen overnight. That is a very competitive keyword. And it may take you 3 to 9 months to rank for a keyword that long, that competitive. It may take you 13 months to rank for a keyword that competitive. But if you have someone like me who knows the hack, who knows how to jump around to a less competitive, high search volume keyword that they learned in law school, not at an SEO conference, you can forego that 3 to 13 month waiting period. However, that has become more difficult to do. Why? Because Google, having nobody sitting in the office, things are just falling apart over there. And it now takes longer for new content to get discovered, to get indexed by the algorithms, and to get ranked. Okay. Previously, you could just submit that content to Search Console, and then Search Console would work its magic, and then that content would get discovered and indexed. But all of Google's employees sitting at home, Search Console started getting jacked up, and there was no one there to unjack up Search Console. So the consequence of that is that many of these blog articles are taking longer to get discovered. We have found a workaround using social media and certain other tactics that I don't want to get into, but if you're just a normal person out there trying to do SEO, it's going to take your blog articles longer to get discovered, indexed, and ranked because of just the practical effects of having everyone at Google go work at home. And if we all know, everyone who's worked from home knows no work is getting done at home. So things start falling apart. There's also been an effect on backlinks. Like I said, not only does it take your own blog articles longer to get discovered, indexed, and ranked, it takes everyone else's content longer to get discovered, indexed, and ranked. So if somebody links to your website, it may be 6 months down the road before Google discovers that content and then credits you with the link juice because things just work slower. Google dropped the ball sending all their employees home. And now that they're back, there's just a backlog of things to fix. And one of those is the functionality of Search Console and Google's bots discovering your content. Okay. This also means that changes in ranking happen slower. On the plus side, if you achieved a #1 page 1 ranking over the years, you've probably held steady there for the last year or the last 18 months because it's just taken longer for everyone else's rankings to increase. So it takes your rankings longer to fall. So there's plus and minus. If you're #1 page 1, good for you. If you're sitting on page 2 trying to climb to page 1, you've noticed that it's taken longer during this shutdown period and recovery for your content to rank. Okay, and then this is the major thing. I constantly advise all of my clients to be very careful with what you do inside of Google My Business. Why is that? Because if you do something Google's automatic algorithm doesn't like, there's nobody for me to call. I can't pick up the phone and call someone sitting in an office at Google and explain the nuances of your problem because there are no human beings to talk to right now. Everyone's playing scamdemic. You say this C19 word and it suddenly means you don't have to work. Okay. Everyone's playing that game in the whole world. Everyone's realized they can sniffle and cough and it means they don't have to work and they can still get paid. So the consequence of that, if you do something to mess up your Google My Business, okay, and you lose your Google My Business, your maps listing, which is where the majority of the phone calls come from, you may not get your Google Maps listing back ever, okay? Because nobody's sitting in the office. There's nobody to call anymore. You're just emailing automatic bots, and you can't explain nuances of a situation to a bot. Turn off my ringer here. Okay, so moving into 2023, things might start to speed up again because everyone is returning back to the office. Okay. But the major effect we saw from the shutdown, from the scamdemic, is just that everything happens slower. Okay. Okay, let's talk about 2022 and moving into 2023. Let's talk about the effect of social media on search engine optimization and on Google specifically. Okay. Many of you out there have heard of an app called TikTok, and it's very important to make that distinction. Notice I said an app, an application, a cell phone application called TikTok. I didn't say a website called TikTok. That's very important because TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, these are all platforms that happen on a cell phone. Most of the internet today, most of the hours spent on the internet today, most of the eyeballs on the internet today, this all happens on a cell phone screen. Okay, a cell phone screen. It is unfortunate that Google was designed and optimized in the day of laptop computers when people were typing keywords into a computer versus tapping and talking on a phone. Okay. Today's internet is experienced via application, meaning the Facebook app, the Instagram app, the TikTok app, the YouTube mobile cell phone app. Okay. Very few people experience the internet today on a desktop computer or even a laptop computer or even a tablet. 90% of the internet hours are consumed on this little device, a cell phone screen. Okay. Google is not optimized for cell phone user experience, user interface. Google is optimized for a keyboard and a desktop computer with a giant monitor. Okay. People go to Google and they type in a search, best Houston DWI lawyer. All right. However, now that everyone is experiencing the internet on a cell phone, nobody's typing anything on these little cell phone screens. They're experiencing the internet first through an app. Okay. Excuse me. They're experiencing the internet through applications. That means that social media and all of these apps like TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, all of this short form video content is eating alive the market share from Google, which means search engine optimization is becoming less important and it is being replaced with brand building. Okay. Back in the day, the primary way people used to find attorneys was by looking for a keyword. Okay. They would go to, let's imagine you needed to get a divorce and you lived in Houston. You would go to Google and you would either type divorce lawyer or you would type Houston divorce lawyer. You found your attorney by looking for a keyword. That is going away. The reason that is going away is because these keywords are being replaced with brand names. Your average person is experiencing the internet like this, scrolling through a feed on their cell phone. Okay. And as they do that, there's, you see that? I just scrolled onto a TikTok by Magnifier Lawyer. Okay. Mariah Solis. And thousands of people in Houston, Texas, and the United States are watching Mariah Solis, magnifier lawyer, on TikTok every day. And when they get injured, when a refinery blows up and they get injured, they're not going to go to Google and search refinery lawyer or catastrophic injury lawyer. The reason they're not going to do that is that because they've been watching Mariah Solis is reality television show that takes place on TikTok. They've been watching that every day for the last 3 years. And when they think injury attorney, they don't think injury attorney. They think Mariah Solis. So they're just going to go to Google and look for her by name. Okay, this is the effect that social media is having on search engine optimization. Search engine optimization isn't going away. Keywords are going away, and they are being replaced by brand names, such as Eric Benavides. Okay, just Google attorney Eric Benavides, such as Mariah Solis, okay, such as Jerry Oginski. These are brand names. Jerry Oginski. These are brand names, okay? Just like the trademark Dr. Angela Langlotz. That is a brand name. And these people have used social media to popularize their name or brand name so much that it has replaced the keyword in their market area. When you need a DWI lawyer in Houston, you no longer go to Google and search Houston DWI lawyer. You still do a search because search hasn't gone away, but you no longer search for a keyword. You just go to Google and you type in attorney Eric Benavides because you've been watching him on TikTok and Instagram for the last year, and you feel like you know the guy. And you do business with people you know, like, and trust, baby. Social media is rising. Computer desktop search is falling. It hasn't disappeared. But those who make this realization that keywords are being replaced by brand names are going to slowly eat your market share unless you come to that same realization. Okay. Let's talk about the effect of the world economy on search engine optimization. Okay. Everyone knows that interest rates are up. Inflation is something like 13%. Okay. The real inflation, maybe even 25%. Okay. The average person, the average attorney is making less money now. What that means is the tide is going out. We've been in this heyday. We've been in this free for all where everybody was just making dollars hand over fist. The tide has gone out, and we are about to see who has been swimming naked. Okay. Some of you have been relying on only word of mouth. Some of you have been relying on the strength of the market, the strength of the economy, and that's why you've been getting clients. You were not built for winter. Winter is coming. Winter is here, and we're about to see whose online presence was built for winter, baby. Who's got those blog articles out there already kicking? Who has a schedule for producing short form video content in place now that winter is here? Who already had a strong search engine optimization strategy? Okay. The competition is going to fall away. Law firms are going to start going under. People are going to have trouble paying their bills. Those crappy investments you made are going to come back to haunt you. And suddenly there's going to be less competition. And the people who are already doing well are going to do even better. They're going to snatch up even more of the market share. Okay. In some regards, that's good because it means search engine optimization is about to become less competitive. It means that there will just be fewer players in the market. And it's a good time to start a search engine optimization campaign because all the posers and players have fallen away And now we can see who are the real competitors. So hopefully you guys, like me, have been stockpiling cash. You've been stockpiling a war chest. And now that winter is here, while everyone else is contracting and hoarding money, we're just going to be throwing dollars at becoming more and more famous. Okay. Quick break. If you're watching this right now and you feel like you're learning something, maybe you're watching this on Facebook, because I put a lot of these videos on Facebook. Pay this forward, okay? Share my content, like my content. Share my content on your own Facebook, like my content. Even if you don't like it, write a comment telling me what you don't like about this video, okay? If you're watching this on YouTube, you want to see more of these kind of videos. I'm not asking for money, but I am asking you to pay it forward by just clicking the like, the thumbs up button, or even the thumbs down button. Leave a comment, all right? Please don't be a free show Joe on my YouTube channel. All right, let's talk about, okay, hey, did you share? Go ahead and share. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to share. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. Let's talk about backlinks, okay? Backlinks are still the cornerstone of SEO, all right? But what makes a good backlink in 2022 and moving into 2023? All right. First of all, it used to be, I mean, when all of this started, when SEO first started, it was just quantity. Whoever had the most backlinks got the highest ranking. Then they shifted the algorithm and it was quality. Whoever had the most quality backlinks got the highest ranking. Okay. Then they shifted the algorithm again, and you not only needed quality, but you needed relevance, meaning the website you were getting a backlink from had to not be spammy. Okay. It had to be a healthy website, a quality website. And then 2, it had to be relevant to your website. For example, relevance is if you're a DWI lawyer in Houston, the most relevant backlink you can get is a backlink from another DWI lawyer. And hopefully that backlink, that website that you're getting the backlink from is well trafficked. It gets a lot of visitors. Okay. That's kind of an indication of quality. All right. Today's version of that algorithm is that traffic is king. Okay. Traffic is king. If you're getting a backlink from a web page, okay, and that particular URL gets a ton of traffic every month, that is the strongest backlink you can get, okay? Now, what is queen? If traffic is king, what is queen? Relevance. Relevance is queen, okay? Let's imagine you are a Dallas divorce lawyer, okay? And you're getting a backlink from a web page, a URL that has a ton of visitors to it every month. And that particular web page is also about divorce in Dallas. That is the strongest backlink you can get, okay? Relevance happens in 2 ways, all right? Has to be local, meaning city. Like if you're a Dallas divorce lawyer and you get a backlink from a Texas divorce site, that's not as strong, all things being equal, as if you get a backlink from a Dallas divorce site. Okay. Relevance is local, i.e., city. You're in the same city. Okay. There's also practice area relevance. Okay. Let's imagine you're a DWI lawyer and you have 2 backlinks. Everything else is equal, but one of them's coming from a criminal lawyer webpage and the other one is coming from a DWI specific lawyer webpage. Well, the DWI is going to be more relevant, all things being equal, than the criminal. Okay. So relevance is talking about city. meaning you want to be from the same city as wherever you're getting your backlink. That is very hard to do if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. And then relevance is practice area dependent as well. Okay. Now this gets a bit tech-y, but not everyone who watches my channel is an SEO expert. A lot of you are attorneys. So when I say domain relevance versus URL relevance, you may not know what I'm talking about. But let's imagine you're a Dallas lawyer, a Dallas divorce lawyer, okay? And you're getting a backlink. One of those backlinks is from dallasdivorce.com. The other one of those backlinks is from familylaw.com/Dallas. Okay. Well, in this one, Dallas is in the domain name. It's before the dot. Okay. Dallas is in the domain name, meaning this website can be about nothing else other than Dallas. This one, Dallas is an inner page. Okay. Meaning this could be about Texas family law. It could be about every city in the world family law. And you're just getting relevance after the .com. All right. This one is stronger than URL relevance. Okay. Domain relevance is always stronger than URL relevance. Then you have meta title and meta description relevance, meaning the SEO meta tags pertain to Dallas divorce. All right. Okay. I may make another video. This video is more for lawyers. I may make another one for search engine optimization experts. So I don't want to get into all the weeds here, talking about how power is becoming less and less important and it's being replaced with relevance. Talking about how Web 2.0 is barely even getting indexed today. I can save all of that for the SEO expert video that I'll make on the state of the search engine optimization, SERPs. But this is specifically for lawyers, so we won't get too far into the weeds there. But let's talk about local organic versus maps local, okay? Here, let me show you what I mean. If I go and I search best Houston immigration lawyer, and I hit enter. Okay, you have to realize these are paid advertisements. These are paid advertisements. These are maps listing. Okay, this is maps local. 1, 2, 3. Some people call it the 3-pack. And then this is organic local, right? You got Justia, Yelp, all the way down to Serrano, PLLC, Fine Law. Okay, this is interesting as well. We'll discuss this, okay? But when you're talking maps local SEO versus organic local SEO, the maps are the most important there. All right. That was true before this 2022 and moving into 2023. And it's still true today. All right. Maps is going to be more important. Why is that? Well, people are just, 70% of the clicks on this particular search result are going to come from right here. 1, 2, 3. The other 30% of the clicks are going to get split between these paid advertisements and these organic local advertisements. And here's also why that's more important. As you can see here, these are directory sites: Expertise, Justia, Super Lawyers, Yelp. Serrano PLLC is the only actual attorney in these search results, okay? Even though he's beating every other immigration lawyer in this city, he still isn't beating the directory sites. Whereas Google will not put directory sites here. You only have to compete with other attorneys when you're trying to rank for the maps. All right. So that's another advantage. Okay. Maps. I tell all of my clients this: maps is more important than local organic, with one caveat, and you can see it here: main keyword. Okay. Meaning money keyword. In that case, Houston immigration lawyer. Well, the maps local is more important than the local organic for the main keyword. In that case, Houston immigration lawyer. Okay. But in terms of long tail, jurisdictional based organic, it is greater than maps. Okay. For instance, what's a good immigration term? Let's say like K1 visa lawyer. All right. Okay, hang on. I put the wrong one in there, but K1 visa lawyer. I still did it wrong. K1 visa lawyer, right? Something like that. It's going to be more important to rank here in the organic because this is more top of the funnel. All right. And this is more, I'm in research mode. Someone searching K1 visa lawyer, they're researching. Whereas someone searching Houston immigration lawyer, they are looking for someone to hire, to give their money to. Okay, so let's do another one. Say, let's do it in the family law. Do I need a lawyer for K1 visa? Okay, that's more, what did we call that? We called that long tail jurisdictional based organic, i.e. lawyer blogging, right? Here, there is no maps, right? There's no maps listing here. It's all organic. And so that's why this is how lawyers can still win. This is how I give my own clients an advantage is we double down on this long tail jurisdictional based organic. Okay. Of course, immigration is typically considered a federal practice area. So it's nationwide, all of the United States. So it's not really jurisdictional based. But what if you said something like Texas child support schedule or payment schedule? Okay, that's jurisdictional based, meaning the state of Texas. Family law is state law. And as you can see, there is no maps listing. There's no 3-pack. There's no Google Maps. Okay. So in that case, local organic tech, meaning Texas family law, is going to be more important. All right. And your SEO needs to know how to manipulate that, how to take advantage of that fact. Okay. Why is this more important than ranking in the Google Maps? Okay. Why is it more important for your blog which has long tail keywords? Okay. Not money keywords like Houston divorce lawyer, but long tail keywords like Houston divorce lawyer for men. Okay. Because of that's important because of the way consumers behave today. The internet has leveled the playing field for consumers, and they are able to do much more research now. So what that means is the time between first contact, the first time they interact with your business, and that time when they give you money has expanded. We used to think 7 touches before they gave you money. Now it's 7 to 11 touches or so before you actually get money. So someone goes to your website, whether they land on your website from the Google Maps or from long tail, you're going to have to integrate retargeting. Okay. It's 2022. And at this point in time, there should be no search engine optimization without Facebook ads. Why is that? Because very rarely does someone call your office and hire you after landing on your online footprint one time. They land on your online footprint, then they leave. Maybe their coffee gets cold and they got to go to the microwave and reheat it. And while they're at the microwave, they're scrolling through their TikTok. They've lost their entire train of thought. Next thing you know, their cousin calls and they're talking about what they're going to do this weekend and they completely forgot about hiring you. But if your search engine optimization expert is like me and understands how consumers behave in 2022 and going into 2023, you have a Facebook pixel on your website and you've pixeled them. And now the next time they log onto the internet, bam, they're getting hit with your Facebook ad, with your Instagram ad, or your ad placed on the thousands of Facebook partners. In other words, we are retargeting them until they do call us, okay? That's why if you have a search engine optimization expert like me, who is also a Facebook ads expert, Google Maps is no longer as important as your long tail rankings, okay, your organic rankings, because we're just going to retarget the snot out of those people until they finally do call us. This thing is going long, man. This is going very long. Let's talk about the effect of the metaverse on search engine optimization. And I like to tell people that we are currently, we're no longer in Web 2.0. Okay. Google was designed for Web 2.0. And we're just not in Web 2.0 anymore. I'm not sure where we are. There's Web 2.0. Then there is where we are now, which is no longer Web 2.0, but it's not quite what people envision as Web 3.0. Okay. In Web 2.0, the desktop computer dominated, the keyboard dominated, okay? Where we are now, the device dominates, either the tablet or more likely the cell phone dominates. Where we're going, I'm not sure what is going to dominate in Web 3.0. Will it be a headset, these cumbersome, wieldy headsets? Will it be something like a contact lens that projects the internet onto whatever we see? Will it be some kind of cloud-based hardware that just interacts with our thoughts? I'm not sure what Web 3.0 is going to be, but just by looking at where we are now, I can tell you that Web 3.0 will be a keyboard-less experience, okay? Where thoughts become things. You're going to just think about whatever it is you need, whether that's a personal injury lawyer or a plumber, and that information is going to be transmitted to you somehow, okay? What does that mean? That means that in Web 2.0, search engine optimization dominated. It was the only option. Where we are now, search engine optimization is on a slow decline. It still works, but it's on a decline. Where we're going, search engine optimization will be a relic of the past. What is it going to be replaced with? Brands. Okay, brands will rule. All right. So if you are not currently making the transition to short form video content, if you as a law firm owner are not currently making the transition to consistent and frequent short form video content, while you can still get some money out of SEO, if you're not currently making that transition over to brand building, you're not going to be in business very long, because these Gen Z lawyers are going to take you out. They're going to come into the marketplace having grown up with, having only known the current form that people experience the internet, which is not SEO. It's TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube videos. It is consistent and frequent short form video content. They are going to come into the marketplace as natives, as speaking the language, okay? And you're going to be TikTok as a second language, and you're going to get destroyed by these people, okay? Even though they've only been in business for 8 months. In 8 months, they're going to become multimillionaires. They're going to steal your entire market share because you're still relying on SEO and you never made the switch. Now is the time to start making that switch while you can still get something out of your SEO. Okay. When would be the worst time to learn how to produce brand building short form video content? When you have $0 coming in from SEO. Okay. So now that it's still possible to make money with SEO, I would hire the best law firm search engine optimization expert out there and then take his TikTok for Lawyers course so you can learn how to produce short form video content, so that when we finally make that final transition from where we are now to Web 3.0, you can hit the ground running and prevent these Gen Z lawyers from eating your lunch. And finally, the question you've all been waiting for me to answer is search engine optimization still a viable growth strategy in 2022 for attorneys and beyond, moving into 2023? Well, I'll tell you this, not without Facebook ads. Why is that? Because the options available, the ease of acquiring information is so great. Consumers are going to take longer and longer and longer to research before they hire an attorney. And what that means is you are going to need to retarget them. They're going to come to your website, read a little bit about you, and then go look at another lawyer and compare you, because the information is just going to become too available. And if you're not retargeting them tomorrow before they make the call, they're just going to go with someone else. All right. I don't think you guys understand what I mean when I'm telling you this. Okay. It used to be someone would run a search, they land on a lawyer's website, and then they would call that attorney and they would hire that attorney. It no longer works that way. Now someone runs a search, they land on attorney one's website, then they go look at the next attorney in the search results, then they go look at the next attorney in the search results. They run that over in their head, then they get distracted. Okay. Their favorite Instagrammer posts a new reel, they look at it and they've forgotten all about their search for a lawyer, and they don't get back to the internet to look for an attorney until tomorrow. And whatever attorney has a Facebook ads pixel installed on their website and is retargeting that person, saying, hey, remember us? You were on our website. And they're like, oh yeah, I need a divorce lawyer. Let me go ahead and call this person. More and more, I am finding search engine optimization experts who do not concurrently run Facebook ads for their clients are getting destroyed by people like me who took the time to become an expert in both areas, search engine optimization and Facebook ads. Okay, secondly, let me scoot this over. Is SEO still a viable growth strategy for lawyers in 2022 and beyond? Yes, but the time of the absentee attorney, the attorney who is unwilling to participate in her own marketing, is going away. The amount of days, the clock is ticking down, the amount of time left where attorneys are going to be able to be nothing but a keyword, to rely on keyword search only and never put their face on a camera, never participate in their own marketing, is going away. All right. You have maybe a year, 2 years at the most, where you can rely solely on SEO. All right. At some point, you are going to have to become the face of your law firm. Okay. Because if you don't, these Gen Z lawyers who maybe have zero experience, who just graduated, who know nothing about the law, but they can entertain the crap out of people on TikTok, they are going to steal your market share. Okay. And they may not even have SEO. All right. They may not rank for any keyword. All right. Go to Google and search Atlanta personal injury lawyer. You will not see Ali Awad at CEO lawyer on that page, but he's stealing the market share in Atlanta because he has a giant brand on TikTok and Instagram, because he's making videos every day. Go to Google and search Houston personal injury lawyer. You will not see Mariah Solis in those search results. She does not rank for that keyword, but she participates in her own marketing. She puts her face on the internet in the form of short form videos every day on TikTok and Instagram, and she is stealing the Houston market share from all these attorneys who are relying solely on SEO. In the days where you can rely on, you're still going to need SEO, but the days where you can rely only on SEO without being a willing participant in your own marketing are going away. Okay. And if you don't start making that transition within 2 years, you're going to take a 50% pay cut as all of these Gen Z lawyers enter the marketplace already speaking this language. Okay. Already speaking the language of Web 3.0. Okay. And one last thing. Okay. And keep in mind, we are answering the question of, is search engine optimization still a viable growth strategy? Okay. And here's the last thing I want to say about that. Warren Buffett, or maybe it was Charlie Munger, one of them two, said, how hard you row is not as important as what boat you are in. Okay. I want everyone to go to Google and do a Google search for rules of lawyer SEO. Okay. Rules of lawyer SEO. Scroll down and you'll see my article that I wrote. Okay. The #1 ranking there. And talks about rule #1. And this is where so many people mess up. This is where so many people mess up. Okay. They build a law practice intending to depend on search engine optimization of a marketing strategy as a marketing strategy without ever considering, is there any search volume in that practice area? Okay. So before you start your law firm and you think you're going to use search engine optimization as a marketing strategy, it would behoove you to come read this article that I have on the internet for free that talks about what lawyer practice areas actually get a lot of search volume and what lawyer practice areas you should never start a law firm for if you're planning on using search engine optimization or even digital marketing to grow your law firm. Okay. Doesn't matter how hard you row. What matters is what boat you're in. Okay. You need to come read this article. That's all I'm going to say about that. The rest can be, if you just go read that article, you'll realize what I'm saying. Secondly, or thirdly, or fourthly, is SEO still a viable growth strategy for lawyers in 2022 and beyond? Well, I can tell you this. No search engine optimization expert, even me, will be able to beat an attorney who is personally invested in his or her own marketing. Okay. If you go to Google and you search law firm SEO expert, you won't see me on that page, but I get tons that you have to pay $400 just to get me on the phone to ask if you can work for me. Okay. It's because I'm personally invested in my own marketing. I'm not depending on somebody to do my marketing for me. I'm personally invested. Okay. No SEO expert, even me, is going to be able to beat an attorney who becomes personally invested in their own marketing, who becomes a willing participant in their own marketing, who has the stones to get on camera 6 or 7 times a week and make a 20-second reel or TikTok or video about whatever it is they do for a living. No marketing expert is going to be able to beat that. Okay. Why? Because today marketing is all about authenticity. We do business with who we like, know, and trust. And if you have the whole city of Tomball liking, knowing, and trusting you, they're not going to hire any other attorney. They're not even going to go look for any other attorney. They're just going to look for you, for the person who they've been watching on the internet for the last 2 years. All right. And if you want to know more about that, then go to Google and Google the phrase SEO is for suckers. Okay, here, let's do that. SEO is for suckers. once again, you will see my article, and make the screen bigger. You'll see my article. It's free. You can read it. But the entire gist of this article, the long and short of it, is this: SEO is what you do when nobody knows who you are. Okay. And if you're someone who's not going to play the Gen Z game, you're someone who's not going to play the I'm going to participate in my own marketing game by making a 20-second video 3 or 5 times a week, then nobody is going to know who you are. And you're going to be one of those schmucks who has to depend solely on SEO. And we all know SEO is for suckers. SEO is what you do when nobody knows who you are. You have to rank for a keyword because nobody knows your name. So you're hoping that you'll be one of the 10 lawyers on a Google search for a specific keyword. Whereas someone like attorney Eric Benavides, they're just going to go look for him by name. He doesn't have to rank for a keyword. Okay. All right. And then in terms of the SEO agency you hire, okay, is SEO still a valid marketing plan for attorneys in 2022? Not if you're going to hire an agency that only does SEO. If that's all they do, you're screwed, okay? Because like I said, Web 2.0, yes, you could survive on SEO alone. Wherever we are now, we're not at Web 3.0. We're no longer in Web 2.0, but today it's very difficult for you to survive on SEO alone. And in Web 3.0, you will not be able to survive on SEO alone. Okay. So the person you hire, they're going to have to be a local maps SEO expert. Okay. They're also going to have to be a practice area SEO expert, meaning I'm a licensed attorney and I'm an SEO expert. Okay. I practiced for 4 years before starting this agency. That's why I can beat the best SEOs in the world who have never done what lawyers do. Okay. Why? Because you can't only survive on the main keyword or the money keyword. You're going to need long tail and you're going to need retargeting. You cannot only survive on Dallas divorce lawyer. You're going to need these long tail keywords that those people just don't know because they've never practiced. They've never been to law school. All right. The new SEO, the SEO agency that survives and thrives, and the SEO agency that actually makes a return on investment for their clients, that agency is going to have to be able to anticipate the keyword before it becomes a keyword. Okay. They're going to have to be able to anticipate these keywords, these legal terms. They're going to have their finger on the pulse of the legal market before everyone else, before that becomes the thing people are searching for on Google. Okay. You're not going to be able to do that if you don't have an intimate relationship with the industry, i.e., it's going to be a lot more licensed attorneys moving into the lawyer marketing space because, frankly, it's just a lot easier to make money this way. But you need to screen whoever you work with for that qualification. Who on your staff is a licensed attorney? Okay. The SEO agency you work with should also be a Facebook ads expert. Okay, because you're going to need retargeting. You are just going to need retargeting now because nobody buys on the first touch. They get distracted, life happens, and they leave. And you're going to need to retarget them tomorrow when they get back on the internet, or else you just wasted that click. You wasted the money you spent to get them to your website if you're not retargeting them. Okay, brand building is going to slowly begin to eat search engine optimization alive. Okay, I've been saying this for years, and now we are seeing it happen. We are seeing these attorneys who don't rank for a single keyword. We are seeing attorneys who don't even have a website. All they have is a presence, a brand on TikTok or Instagram, and they're killing you guys. If you have no idea how to produce short form video content that is both interesting and educational, and that results in paying clients. You need to comment below or email me or get in touch with me. Go to DustinSanchezTV.com/contact. Send me a message to purchase my TikTok and Instagram Reels for Attorneys training. Okay. There's going to become a distinction between people who are blogging experts, i.e. content production experts, versus search engine optimization experts. They are related, but they are not the same thing. And if your agency isn't an expert in both, you're screwed, man. You're just not going to be able to get clients only relying on main keywords. I've seen it all year in 2022. All right. And I'm continuing to see it. Long form video, there's this thing called edutainment, education combined with entertainment. That can be done on TikTok or Instagram, which is short form, 15 to 90 second videos, 3 minutes on TikTok, or that can be done on YouTube. Okay. YouTube has the added benefit of being both a search engine. YouTube is the second largest search engine. So you can make YouTube videos for SEO, for people who are still running searches, but you should primarily be making YouTube videos for brand building, to get your face and your name and your expertise in front of an audience as often as you can. All right. And then whoever you hire must have systems in place to produce all of this at scale. It's easy to do this for one client. It's easy to do this for 20 clients. It is extremely difficult to do this for 100 different clients if you don't have these systems in place like my agency has. All right. So that's what I'll say about the state of lawyer search engine optimization in 2022. If you have any questions, drop me a comment either on the YouTube video or on the Facebook post. And once again, do not be a free show Joe, okay? If you liked this, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, share this video so your lawyer friends and your other marketing friends can see it, and just kind of to say, hey, thanks for producing this content, Dustin. I'm not a free show Joe. Here's a little share for you. If you hated the content, even better. Give me a thumbs down and write a comment below about how dumb I am. Whatever you do, just don't be no free show Joe. I'm Dustin Sanchez. Want to know more about lawyer marketing? Go to my website, DustinSanchezTV.com. You can read my blog. Even better, go to DustinSanchezTV.com/contact. That will tell you how you can hire me to market your law firm so that you can start actually getting a return on your investment vis-a-vis marketing. Or you can download my free ebook here, What's Working Now in Lawyer Marketing. Once again, I'm Dustin Sanchez, Dustin Sanchez Media, LLC, DustinSanchezTV.com, your lawyer marketing expert. Peace out, everybody.